vision for organising this event, and to all of you for being here. I'm not going to go through the whole manifesto, but do look up online. It covers some of the issues that you just mentioned. I think in a nutshell, my vision for the town and my priorities are about making sure that Watford is a place where everyone can achieve their potential, where we have the best possible services, where we really care for the environment, and we get value for money and keep council tax as low as it possibly can be. I've worked for town for 4 years. There's things that I'm very proud of, there's things, of course, that we want to do better. And I know development came up a lot, and I just, for me, it's about getting sense into that system. I think Michael's put it best, he said there is actually quite a lot of consensus about people unhappy about the current situation. The question is, how do we get there? What would people do differently? And fundamentally, I think there has to be changes to the system so that we can have sense in places like Watford and in other places under similar pressure, so that we can build new communities with the infrastructure there to support them. It's been an absolute huge honour for me to be the Mayor of Watford for the last 4 years. I would consider it a massive honour to continue in the role if voters choose to elect me again in 3 weeks' time. The final thing I would just say is, I don't take this process for granted. We spoke earlier about the fact that 60% of people didn't vote in the local elections. I think it's amazing and heartbreaking that in Europe, in this year, we've had elected mayors being bundled into the back of police vans and taken away in Ukraine. We must never take the democratic process for granted, and although sometimes it comes across as bickering, it's actually fundamentally important to our way of life. So thank you for being part of it this evening. As I say, it's been a huge honour. I hope you found it interesting and lively, and I'm looking forward to refreshments later. Thank you very much, everyone.
Well, thank you very much, One Vision, Enoch, Michael for chairing, and of course my opponents, Peter and Asif, and you all for being here this evening, and those who are also joining us online. It's a privilege to stand here as a lifelong resident of Watford, to be considered for the election of Mayor of my town and our town. So just thank you very much for the consideration. I have a positive vision for our town, which is rooted in what matters most for our community, so that it is a place that we can all flourish together. I'll always put people before politics. That's a pledge that I make for you this evening, alongside my plan for Watford, which you can also find online, which is rooted in those 6 pledges I shared with you earlier. I pledge to work with, not against, the Hertfordshire County Council, the government, and of course our MP and our Westminster representative there. And instead of scoring political points, I will engage proactively for Watford and our residents. I'll stand up for you. I understand your needs and concerns. I'll stick up for you and stick with you. And I'll put you and all the residents of Watford first. I know how amazing and brilliant this town is, and how welcoming we can be to new Watfordians, but I'm convinced that we can be better. And for that, I ask you to put your trust in me and vote for me and my team on May the 5th. Thank you.
No, thank everybody for coming. I think my lot were door knocking and evening today, so from the Labour Party. But my vision for Mayor is to have a town that goes beyond what we've been having for the past 20 years. A town that stands up for everyone. Don't let anybody fall behind. We are only as strong as the weakest. And that's what my vision is for this particular town, and that's what my mayoral candidature is about. To eliminate poverty. You can't have that now in this town. To build more social housing and get rid of these towers that are like the sky. To tackle the climate emergency that's happening. That is going to have an impact on all of us. investing in all our spaces, all our shopping centres across the whole of Watford, bringing all our communities together. I didn't mention that I'll be supporting the faith covenant that the County Council is leading on in this town, bringing faiths together more and more, and making sure that people are feeling safe and secure in this town. That's what I would bring and develop and make this town even better for everybody to live in, whether you are from young or from old, or whatever background you're going to be coming from. And that's what I promise to you, this is what I pledge to you when I'm your mayor. Thank you.
As Enoch comes forward, we're reminded some of the other issues we didn't touch on: young people, refugees, creating new jobs. The list goes on.